We adopted both of our children. They're siblings. We literally found out about them on a Monday, and that Saturday they were in our home. Nobody sent them home with a manual and instructions and said, do this with your daughter and do this with your son, and everything's going to be great.
It's really common in the parenting world to say, I wish children came with a handbook. Well, I believe the Child Whisperer is that manual that you've been wanting ever since you became a parent. What the Child Whisperer will teach you is how to read your children. Your children are telling you every day of their lives who they are and how they need to be parented. Your children are their own manual. They give you clues in their body language, their physical features, their behavior tendencies, the sounds they make, the way they move through this world.
Once I learned how to see the clues my daughter was expressing, I figured out how to read that. She was acting rebellious and acting like she didn't want to do what she was asked or making snide comments. And once I recognized those clues, that those were clues and not just acting out, then I began to respond to them as her needs. And that began to heal the relationship.
I have a very fun-loving daughter that I thought was just hyper and difficult. And it's such a different energy I give to her when I see her as fun-loving versus when I see her as hyper and difficult.
The Child Whisperer approach to parenting is based on my model of energy profiling, which is an assessment tool to understand your child's true nature. And in the energy profiling model, I have 4 types of children that are classified based on this inner nature that they're born with. The type 1 child I call the fun-loving child. The type 2 is our sensitive child. The type 3 child I call the determined child. And type 4 is the more serious child.
Once you have learned the information in the Child Whisperer about the different types of children, the fun-loving child, the sensitive child, which are the 2 that I have, you start to understand them, and then you sort of naturally see how you need to react or respond.
I had an aha moment when I realized that my kids are different. There's not a one-size-fits-all approach to dealing with them.
You can actually assess your child's true nature at birth. I give you the tools to do that.
Katie is 4 months. She's the determined child. And I knew right when she was born. And when she came out, she just had this determined look on her face from, seconds old.
Every child is born with the truth, and every child is designed to be raised true to their nature. There's nothing we have to put into children. We just have to read them properly, parent them accordingly, and raise them true to the blueprint they come with, and they'll all become amazing, outstanding adults.
I wish my parents had had this information when they were raising me.
This book has changed my life.